Hey everyone, welcome back. It's been a while. The classic opening on this channel. Hope you're all good. Just been a bit busy lately. Those who have watched some previous videos know that my mum was diagnosed with cancer, womb cancer to be specific, and she's had the operation. Now she's just going through chemo and radiotherapy. So that's been a little bit distracting in life, and just everything else in life, just the summer holidays now so my two kids are off school, work, and just doing some races. So I probably should have released this or recorded this a few weeks ago, because I did have these conversations with a few friends regarding the deleted scenes from Jurassic World Rebirth, and one in particular, which was the Velociraptor scene, which I'll play here just in slow motion as background, not music, but just so it's there for reference. I'd seen a lot of people in the build-up were like, there was images in like behind the scenes and some videos of them filming this like raptor encounter in the worker village of sorts. Outside the petrol or the gas station, with the guys with the raptor heads on and whatnot, and people were like, "Oh, we hope we get that deleted scenes in the deleted scenes." And when they announced deleted scenes, people were like, "Yeah, we'll get that." But yeah, anyway, my 2 cents on it is that as someone who's I'm very nostalgic for the first two movies, and now the World trilogy, and I know people are excited to kind of see an amalgam of the previous Raptors, in particular these ones which resembled the Jurassic Park 3 Raptors a bit, and were kind of might have felt hard done by the scene we got in Rebirth, with the being out of focus and then just getting absolutely annihilated by the Mutadons whilst Xavier's having a piss. So they were like, "Oh, this scene's cool. Why didn't we get this scene?" But yeah, for me, I felt that cool with that scene with Xavier. Sorry, my voice. I'm just recovering from a little bit of a small sore throat / cough illness. Nothing too bad, but anyway, not to get too distracted. Yeah, these Raptors do look cool. I give them that, but it's the scene that it's not that I don't like it. I'm just glad that it wasn't included. That scene where Xavier's having a piss and the hunting raptor gets done by the Mutadon. That sort of showed what a threat the Mutadons actually were. It's like, here's the Raptors, one of the most dangerous carnivores in the Jurassic Park franchise, and it just got its ass handed to it by the Mutadon. It's almost like a show of force, like how in Jurassic Park, I can't even say the name, Jurassic Park number 3, like the Spino, it was like, oh, here, you like the T-Rex? It's the big baddie. Well, here's the new boss in town, or the new guy in town. But yeah, where was I at? I've just lost myself talking my own nonsense. I do find it funny you see the guys in the background here, like running away. Yeah, as I was saying, that scene with Xavier's fine, and then this is kind of like, it's almost like a repeat without the raptor getting attacked. It's like, oh, it knows better. It knows there's a threat, so it's going to get out of here. But that's not my concern. My concern here is that the way that throughout the Jurassic franchise, whether it's 1, 2, 3, World franchise, the raptors are hunters, Jurassic Park 1, the Raptors hunt, clever girl. Jurassic Park, or the Lost World, the long grass and the worker village. The other one, I'm not going to mention it, Jurassic World, how the Raptors, when the Indominus basically turns them on, the InGen the Marine soldiers, whatever they were. Um, they pretty much hunted them out, didn't they, with the Blair Witch cameras, and as well in to a degree in Jurassic World Dominion, Blue with Beta hunting. But yeah, with this, it completely throws the Jurassic franchise Raptor behavior out the window. I mean, first off, the Raptors always hunt, and then in this scene, they just walk in willy nilly. This is like, and there's more than one of them, so it's like, could they not flank him? Could they not, attack? It just walks in, like, just, oh, hello, it's me, a Raptor, which is like unheard of Raptor behavior in this franchise, even through like Blue and the Raptor squad who were, brought up in captivity. They still showed towards the end of that film, hunting animal behavior. And whereas this, it's just like, surprise, motherfucker. Even in that third film, at the end, where they get ambushed, it was still like an ambush. Whereas this is like, oh, what's that noise? Whoa, there's something coming. The little girl spots the Raptor as like, something's coming, fucking like 10 minutes before it makes an appearance. Which to me, it's a good sign that this scene was removed, because, for love of a better word, it makes them look pathetic, Not pathetic, but it makes them look stupid. And what I was meant to say in terms of pathetic is that, they turn and run. They're like, oh my god, so like when something's coming, they detect something's coming and they wimp out. They're like, oh no, something's coming. But yeah, it just shows them to be a little bit lame in my opinion. And even though like the Mutadons end up rocking up a little bit like a few minutes later in this scene, it just shows that that they're dumb. That these versions of the Raptors are dumb. Like, they could sense the Mutadons turning up or the threat here, but they couldn't detect the threat earlier on, is what I'm trying to say. They detected whatever the threat is here, whether it's the Mutadons or the the bloody, my mind's gone dead, the D-Rex, sorry. They detected this threat way ahead of time, yet they couldn't detect the threat when they were hunting Xavier earlier on, and it's just a very contradictory as well. So, and I think for all of those hardcore Jurassic Park, Jurassic World Raptor fanboys and fangirls, I think for all of those who are like, oh yeah, this scene should have been in the film, it's so cool, if it was included, we would I think at this point in time, at like digital release, we would already be at a point where those people are complaining regarding the same point that I just brought up of like, this isn't Raptor behavior, this isn't Jurassic Park Raptor or Jurassic World Raptor behavior. Look how they hunted in the first films and even Jurassic World, So I think, it was kind of like a bullet dodged in terms of like blowback. And I mean, I don't know if it's been mentioned why this scene was cut yet, but I would not be surprised if that's one of the reasons of like, it's not Raptor behavior. It's not Jurassic Park, Jurassic World Raptor behavior. It's very out of character for them, and it contradicts the earlier scene. So yeah, my 2 cents is basically I'm glad it was cut, and those who were against it being cut or wanted it to be in the film would probably be already at a point now of complaining about it. So, it's that kind of like, I can see they want that kind of nostalgia grab of like, oh, it reminds me of Jurassic Park 3, the colours and the feathers or spine things, whatever they are on their head, and I love the Raptors, but it's not worth it. The juice of this scene was not worth the squeeze for the outcome of it. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents. I probably could have said that in about a 2-minute video, but yeah, as you can tell, as I mentioned, I'm a little bit ill, or recovering from illness, so my brain's a little bit clouded still. But yeah, and it's about 1 billion degrees in here. But yeah, they do look cool. The Raptors, you know, it's one of those things of like, oh, we only got to see him out of focus within the movie, but hey, it is what it is. We've been spoiled for Raptors in the previous 5 films, and even that other thing that people like from 2001. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. Let me know what you think below. Do you think it should have been cut? And whatnot. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video.